Once upon a time, there was a young man who was very scared of dying. He couldn't stop thinking about it, and it made him very sad and worried. One day, he decided to go to his wise master for help. He hoped his master could teach him how to not be scared of death anymore. "Master," the young man said, "I'm really scared of dying. How can I stop being afraid?" The master looked at him and asked a strange question. "When you borrow something, like coins, from someone, are you scared to give them back when they ask?" The young man was confused by the question but answered, "No, I'm not scared to return them." "But what does that have to do with my fear of dying?" To explain, the master picked up a handful of soil from the ground. "Look at this soil," he said. "You and everyone else are made from the earth. It's like we've borrowed our bodies, and one day we have to give them back. Every time you eat or drink, you're reminded of this. The ground you walk on is like a reminder that we owe something back to the earth." Then, the master threw the soil into the air. As the soil fell back to the ground, he continued, "No matter how high you go or how long you stay up, eventually, you have to come back down. In the end, the earth takes us back, leaving nothing behind. So, instead of thinking you own your body, think of yourself as just borrowing it. We don't know how long we have it for, it could be taken back at any moment. We are all borrowing our lives, and eventually, we have to give them back, whether we are scared or not," the master said with a smile. "So, is there really any point in being scared?" The young man thought about what his master said and started to see things differently. He realized that being scared of dying didn't make sense if life was something he was just borrowing. It was a part of a much bigger cycle that everyone is a part of. The master's lesson was a simple but powerful one. It taught the young man to live his life fully, without being held back by fear. He learned to appreciate every moment, knowing that life is precious and not something we own forever. So, what can we learn from this story? Just like the young man, we should remember that life is a gift. We don't own it, we're just borrowing it for a while. This doesn't mean we should be scared of the end, but instead, we should live our lives as best as we can. We should be kind, love others, and make the most of the time we have. After all, we never know when our time will come to return what we've borrowed. In the end, the story teaches us to not waste our time being afraid of things we cannot change. Instead, we should focus on creating beautiful memories, helping others, and enjoying the journey of life. By doing so, we make our borrowed time on this earth meaningful and full of joy.